Hey, what's up guys? Archie from Little Ice Muncher Gaming. Today I have a special treat. We're going to be unboxing a brand new truck. But before we get to that, I kind of want to go over the details that led up to this big purchase. So as you guys may or may not know, the past 5 years I've been driving a 2010 BMW 335i, and honestly it's been an absolute blast to drive. The only thing is the past several months I've been having to fix it up quite a bit. Literally every other month I'm having to fix up something, and every single time it's like several $100s. So after doing that several times, I've been kind of in the market for getting another vehicle. So around this time, the YouTube channel was starting to pick up quite a bit. Obviously this is kind of personal information, I don't want to share too much, but basically in the past year or so I've been averaging roughly like a monthly truck payment and insurance payment. And in the past month or two, it's been even bigger than that. I'm not saying this to boast, I'm not saying this to brag. For this video, I want to accomplish two things. So first thing obviously is I want to unbox a truck for anybody that might be interested in seeing what that truck's all about, all the features and stuff. And the second thing is I want to show my deep appreciation and my gratefulness and all of the above for everybody that supported me on this journey on YouTube. It's been a few years and I put so much work into this channel. Honestly, I've been paying out of pocket for so long, and just recently it's starting to come through for me. So thank you everyone that's ever liked the video, commented, shared, subscribed, any of that. I totally appreciate it. It means so much to me. Obviously it goes without saying I wouldn't be here without you guys. So that's all I want to say. I didn't want to get too sappy, but I really wanted to get that message across before we got to the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to that truck. Alright guys, so we are out here by my new 2020 GMC Canyon 4x4 SLT package. I've never done a car unboxing, so forgive me, but I'm gonna try my best to go over all the features. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first things first, there are a couple mods that I did make already. The first thing is here at the front, I do have a elevation grille. As you can see here, the paint is matched to the body of the truck. Obviously it's black. The previous grille that I had for the SLT package was chrome, and in my opinion it was f***ing ugly as hell, so that was like the first thing that I had to get rid of. So that grille did not come stock. It is OEM GMC, by the way, so it wasn't like an aftermarket grille of any sort. The other thing is, I'll point out over here, or maybe I should go to the other side, it's a little bit more brighter, but the other thing is over here, it didn't come with some side steps. These are some Westin Nerf bars that I got. They were like under $200 on Amazon. I think they were literally $191. The reason that I got these, not necessarily to get an extra lift into my truck, is just the fact that every single time I would approach my truck, I would notice the frame of the truck underneath, and honestly it was like a really unsightly appearance. Like honestly the truck seems so naked without side steps, so that's the reason that I got these in particular. So I think the polished stainless steel goes really well with some of the aluminum trim. So I'll try to highlight some of the differences as I know them about the SLT package. The SLT package has chrome trim all around. You can notice chrome side mirrors, chrome door handles. The rims kind of go along with it as well, and then here at the bottom of the lower bumper you'll notice that it has some of that chrome trim as well. And then also again, the grille was chrome, but it was a bit much for me. I really thought it was ugly. I don't know what you guys think, but comment below if you think I should have kept the original grille or if you like the new grille. Let me know what you think. But I don't know, we'll just go ahead and go over the exterior as much as I can. The headlights, there are some there's like a LED signature lamp that's on during the night. Unfortunately it looks like the low beams and the high beams are like halogen lights, so they got that ugly yellow light. I'm gonna change them out and get some LEDs later, but not priority right now. At the bottom you'll notice some tow hooks here on the left and right, so if I need to pull or be pulled, I guess you could use those. I'm not really a truck guy, so I don't anticipate using them. I just wanted something really reliable. In the inside of the grille here there is a camera, so it does notify you if you're going too fast and you're about to rear end the car in front of you. So if you need collision alert warning of some sort, this truck has that feature, which I haven't really needed. It has fog lamps, of course. I don't know, let's go ahead and take a look at the side. So we talked about some of the aluminum trim. GMC Canyon. Unfortunately, the 2021 model dropped shortly after I bought this. I bought this about a month and a half ago. I already put like 3,000 miles on it, but it's still new to me. And the 2021 model has like the same engine and powertrain as far as I know, so virtually the same truck. I think the front did get a facelift, so there is that. Let's go ahead and take a look all around. So 4x4 model. The reason I got this is I just feel like personally, if I'm gonna get a truck, I want it to be capable. So that's why I got that. But I'm really gonna be using this as a typical daily driver. I'm really not gonna be doing much truck stuff with it. I just, like I said, after going through what I went through with the unreliability of the BMW towards the end of his days, I just really wanted something to be rock solid reliable. So here on the back, I kind of like the back. The headlights, not so much. I don't like all the chrome all around the tail light, but I mean, it still looks nice to me. So the badging looks really nice. Canyon V6, GMC SLT package. Let's talk about some of the stuff on the features in the back. So on the bumper, you notice some of that chrome trim along the bumper. You also have here on the edges, both edges, you have a little step in here, so you get a little bit of lift getting into the back of your truck if you need it. I personally have a lot of hops for an Asian guy, so I don't need that lift support at all, but it's there if you need it. Another thing that I learned that comes with the truck, I don't know what you call it, but when you lower the tailgate, it lowers softly. So if you notice there, I let go and it lowers softly. So I kind of underestimated this feature. I thought it was a little bit extra. It's a little bit too much, but people are looking at me weird. But anyway, so I underestimated this feature because I thought it was a little bit too bougie for my taste, but it's a pretty neat feature. So the tailgate doesn't slam when you drop, when you open the handle and you drop it, it doesn't slam. So it comes down really neat on its own. So pretty neat feature. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it didn't come with it, but you know, I'll take it, whatever. As far as the bed goes, you got that big GMC logo here towards the back. Looks nice if you're a GMC fanboy. I'm really not. I just really wanted a truck and I like the look of this one. You got a few hooks here and there, and then also I guess that spray bed liner, so that's really nice and durable. I already used this truck to move from my old apartment to my new apartment, and it doesn't look torn up at all, so pretty durable as far as I know. So let's go ahead and put this back up. This stuff is beyond me, but I have some attachments and whatnot. There's LED lights on, or I don't know if they're LEDs, but I have lights on either side, and I mean all the truck stuff. So again, the stuff is beyond me, but nothing new on the right side. But left side's kind of more shadows and stuff, but this side towards the sun. So there's another look at the vehicle. Let's go ahead and jump inside the cabin. I live in Texas, if you didn't know, so it's a little hot over here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna fire it up. So I'll show you guys another feature that I've never had before. You see this is my key fob right here, and if you lock it, okay, so if you lock it and then you hit this top button for a few seconds, it'll actually remote start. So I've never had that feature before. It's pretty badass in my opinion. Literally, I live on the 3rd story of my apartment complex. I could literally just walk outside my door and not even see my truck and go ahead and start it, and the truck be ready to go, heated or cooled, and ready to go by the time I get to it. So pretty cool feature. It's hot, so I'm gonna turn on the AC. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cabin. I'll talk to you about the interior. Oh, first of all, I need to unlock it. So you have to lock it and then fire it up with the remote start. So now I gotta unlock it as I approach the vehicle. I guess I'll stay outside the cabin and we'll talk about it. So you got some of that chrome trim all around. This is shiny. You know, it's here on the inside, on the center console. On the door handles, I'll go over some of my cons as well, so I'm not just going to talk all the positives. As far as like the side panels for the truck, I really feel like they're not really functional. Like, this is so skinny. Like, let me take these napkins out. So skinny, you don't have any room right here. I mean, I don't even know why you would have this right here. There's no room right there. There's like a little bit of room right there for the cup, but there's really hardly any useful room, in my opinion, for the compartments on the driver's side door and on the passenger side door as well. But let's go ahead and jump in here. So okay, so unfortunately I can't zoom out my camera anymore in this, so we'll just have to deal with this. So we'll just go down the line. The GMC logo front and center, obviously, on the steering wheel. I like the aluminum trim. I think it looks really nice. I don't think it's tacky or anything like that, so it looks really nice. As far as like the controls and whatnot on the steering wheel, I don't know, it's pretty intuitive. It has a soft rubber. It's really nice. And then for the track up and down and the volume up and down are back here. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys that, but here. Yeah, so those don't get in the way of driving. That was a concern of mine, but you can actually actuate them pretty easily from behind the steering wheel. Steering wheel is leather wrapped, and then I also have a extra heated steering wheel feature right there, which I've never used yet because it is summertime. I'm not gonna fire that up, but it has Bluetooth and whatnot, so those are the controls. There is the dash. It has all of the information that you need. I in particular like the transmission, temperature, and some other diagnostic tools because I tend to maintain my cars on my own. I try my best not to take the car into the shop, so it has pretty much all the details that you need in the dash. I'll go ahead and put the keys in there in the ignition, and then maybe we can see some of the other stuff. So after you remote start, you got to put in the key, and then you got to push it forward about, I think, 2 notches. There you go. So I did 1 notch, then the 2 notches, and then now we're ready to go. So okay, I was just about to get a copyright right there, but that was Chainsmokers Halsey closer. But anyways, I don't know, let's go ahead and look at some of the stuff in the dash. But I don't know, you have some diagnostic stuff, and you can see how your gas mileage is. I roughly get, I don't know, like 24 on the highway, 20 mixed, so I can't complain. I pump regular, so on the BMW I had to pump premium, so that was quite pricey. But anyways, I didn't even talk to you guys about the price of this car. So the price of this car was like $36,000, and I financed it over, I think, 72 months. So yeah, so that was the price of the vehicle. So if you're interested in how much a brand new 2020 GMC Canyon costs, it's going to be around that ballpark. So there is the rear view mirror. I do have a dash cam now. And then I also have a radar right there because I tend to speed, but I don't speed as much on this car because it's new, so I don't beat it down like I did on my BMW. Let's take a look at this infotainment system. I think it is 8-inch, and I think with the SLT package, the rear view camera is a little bit enhanced. I think it's like HD. Anyways, Bluetooth audio, you got the Bluetooth phone, it has navigation, it has a Wi-Fi hotspot, which I don't care to use. I'm not gonna pay $50 a month to have a hotspot in my car. I also have a hotspot on my phone if I needed to use it. It has Android Auto, Apple CarPlay as well, some of that stuff. I don't know how much to go in depth about this, but typically use my stuff on Bluetooth since Android Auto can get a little intrusive when I'm trying to use my phone and pull up stuff on the GPS. But anyway, so there's that. I like the knobs. I like all this stuff. Buttons are really nice. The knobs are really grippy. Only thing is, I wish the temperature thing was dual climate, but that's asking a bit much. I don't need it to be summer over there and then winter over here, so no big deal on that. A few features right here, I honestly don't understand all this that much, so I think this button, if you're gonna be hauling stuff, I'd say that's traction control, emergency lights. I think that's like a light on the back of the truck to illuminate when you're reversing or something like that. Lane departure assist, so it lets you know if you're departing if you're driving and you're parting your lane going to the shoulder or off to the left too much, it'll let you know. And it gets a bit annoying. I'm a good driver, so I'll go ahead and leave it off, but it gets annoying when I'm just chilling and there's no cars on the road and I'm not driving so hot. It gets really annoying, so I have that off. And then the parking assist, I think this is the parking assist. I think it's what causes the truck to beep as you're backing up, so make sure you don't back into anything. So I've never had a review camera before, so that's really neat for me. I really like that feature. Anyways, we do have heated leather seats on driver's side and passenger side. Apparently you can heat the top, or you can heat the top and bottom, so pretty cool. You do have a little notch here to put your candy or something. A couple outlets, I wish there was a couple more, but whatever. That's the hotspot SD card, an aux port, and then 2 USB ports. I have one hooked up to my dash cam up here. Where's it at? Yeah, my dash cam. And then I have one hooked up so I can charge my phone, and then that's for my radar. Let's see here. So the 2 major things that I wanted, and the reason why I got a higher package with the SLT, was I wanted the Bose surround sound. So as you see there, that's the Bose. Apparently the subwoofer is like front and center, which that's different for me. I've never experienced that before, I think, but it sounds fantastic. So all the speakers are Bose and it sounds good. I can't really ask for much more. And the other big thing that I wanted was the leather, because in my opinion, if I was gonna have a car for freaking 5 or 6 years, I just wanted to have a really good seat. Now that brings me to another gripe that I have about the seats. So as you'll see here, it's adjustable here, and then also there's a lumbar support feature adjustment right here, and then there's a handle to move the back of the seat forward and backward. But I feel like there could be a little bit more adjustments with this. When I'm sitting, it doesn't really, the front side doesn't lift that much. Like after I bring up the seat, I want it to kind of tilt forward or tilt up a little bit so I can feel like I'm into my seat more. It's comfortable, but it's not as comfortable as it could be in my opinion, but it's acceptable, so I can't complain too much about that. Glove box is fairly small. I don't know, actually never mind, it's not that small. It holds a lot of stuff. So now one thing that came with the purchase of the vehicle was some hard floor liner mats. I don't know, there's like a rewards feature or something, like I got like $200 in GMC rewards, so apologize for the dirt here at the bottom, but for the front and the back they were like, I don't know, like $200 total or something like that, and I got them included for free, so that's cool. I mean, you spend $36,000 on a truck, hopefully you get some $200 mats, whatever. Now another gripe of mine, guys, this is my wireless charging feature. So let me go ahead and put my phone in there, and as you can see there, my phone does not fit at all. I had some friends that I gave a ride to. I tried to try out their phones, and they had smaller iPhones, not just like the iPhone Plus or the Max, but just like the regular iPhone, and theirs wouldn't fit. So I have no idea what the hell GMC was thinking when they put a small wireless charging pad in the freaking truck, because here's the thing, mainstream Apple iPhone doesn't fit, and then mainstream Android doesn't fit. I understand I have a Note, but I don't even think the S series is gonna fit either, so that's pretty stupid and it's pretty worthless. So cup holders, you got that leather trim all around, everything feels nice. Another minor gripe, I feel like I'm bagging on my truck a little bit, but another minor gripe is this little tray. It did not come with the truck, so basically, oh my god, it's messy down here, and I had some Germex, so that kind of spewed everywhere. But basically this is a bottomless pit. Like, it was a bottomless pit until I got that tray, and I got this on Amazon for like $12, I think, but this is a lifesaver. If it wasn't for this tray, this would basically be like a bottomless pit for all your stuff, so it'd be kind of worthless. But there's my tray, and I have salt because I love extra salt on my fries, so that's a big deal for me. So I don't know if anyone else carries salt in their vehicle for that reason, but I have that. So yeah, that's it. So that's the center console, also leather, really nice. What else can I say about the front, the interior? Let's talk up top. So you got your standard lights and stuff. Okay, so you have your taco holder right here. I don't know, really not much else to add. Let's take a look at the back seat, because there are a few features there as well. I'm afraid that I'm gonna lock myself out, so I'm gonna leave the door window down, and we'll take a look. So I'm gonna leave my gym bag in the back, and I do have a return at Express. Apparently you can't return regular Express clothes at the outlet. That was a big fail. So, well, I kind of spoiled a feature right there. But one cool thing about the back seat, guys, is if you're trying to, like, you know, move a lot of stuff or groceries or whatnot, you don't have to like put them on your leather seat and rough them up or scratch them up. You can take your seat down, and what you do here is you push this button, you bend that headrest forward, and then you pull this tab, and then you can put the seat down, so you can rest your groceries and whatever else you're transporting and put it on the back here, so you don't have to scuff up your seat. So that's one of the things I didn't understand the value of until I actually got the truck and started moving stuff. But you can do it on that side as well, so you can go 2/3 or 1/3 or the whole damn thing. So there's that feature. And the seatbelt kind of thing is a little bit unsightly. I don't really know if there is a remedy behind that, but you just kind of have to deal with that if you're, you know, putting the seats down, transporting stuff. But as far as like the back window, I think this is one of the features as well. You have a sliding rear window right there if you need it. So there's that. It gets a little tedious having to, you know, put that headrest up and down. And also when you bring this back up, that center drink rest always comes down, so you always gotta put that back up. A bit annoying, but like I said, I did get those rear liners on the back as well. As far as like the panels on the rear, I think they're just as equally worthless as the ones on the front. There's your speaker. I'm not a big logo guy, but it would have been nice if you did advertise little bows right there, because, you know, I did pay extra to get the SLT package with the bows. But yeah. Now, other features here in the middle, you do have a couple USB ports for charging. I think these are pretty fast too, pretty good charging. You do have an outlet there as well, and then you have a little recess in here to put your candy and your Pokemon cards. I don't know. What else is there to say about the back? So all leather, all black. I don't really know if I'm missing anything, guys, so I'm gonna hop back in the front and contemplate, and then we'll see if I'm missing anything. But yeah. Okay, actually, you know what? This is one thing I'm gonna do. I'm going to go ahead and pop the hood. We'll take a look at some of the mechanical stuff as soon as I can find the damn handle. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's like right there. What can I say about this? So it is a V6. There was a turbo diesel option, which I probably should have gotten, but I don't really care. I don't know too much about diesels, and that's why I didn't go that route. I also didn't want to spend the extra money. But one of the reasons why I appreciate getting just a standard V6 is because I don't want any more bells and whistles like on my BMW, you know, turbocharged and this and that. I just wanted something plain Jane, reliable. I don't want to have to deal with that stuff. So I appreciate that this is fairly basic. As stupid as that sounds, like seriously, when you go through what I went through with the BMW, you'll probably feel the same way. But basic V6. As far as that transmission option, there is an 8-speed, and thankfully it was in the market already for a few years, because when it first came out, I think they were having a lot of issues with it. People were saying like the shifts were really not smooth and clunky. Apparently they swapped out the transmission fluid and it provided for like a much better experience and smoother shifts and not harsh and whatnot. I've driven the car for roughly about 3,000 miles now, and I wouldn't say that the transmission is smooth, but it's not as clunky as like the first batch of transmissions that came out. All the complaints I was reading online about that. So if you guys are interested and were kind of scared of the reports out on the first gen transmission when it first came out, I would say you could probably be rest assured. For me, on the 2020 model, I think they swapped out the transmission fluid, and that made just a big difference. So be rest assured, I would go ahead and try to get one of the newer models if you were going to get a GMC Canyon or a Chevy Colorado. So real quick, I didn't even mention this, but the Chevy Colorado is basically the same exact truck as this truck. If you didn't know, GMC is pretty much kind of like the luxury counterpart of Chevy. They're essentially like the same vehicles with the same engines and whatnot, but GMC tends to be a little bit more luxurious. So Chevy Colorado is the exact same truck. I would have went that direction, but I preferred, again, the look of the GMC. So that's what kind of sold me over to this point. So okay guys, so I think that kind of wraps up the video. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Leave a comment below. I'll answer you as fast as I can. Again, have some mercy. I've never unboxed a new vehicle before. This is my first new vehicle, but hopefully I went over the features in pretty good detail. But yeah, so if you enjoyed the video and you would like to see more content like this, more vlogs like this, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below, and support the channel by subscribing. I'll catch you guys on the next one. This is Little Rice Muncher Game Man signing off. Thanks.